working from home today. Chris actually is home today as well. He was supposed to go into work, but since the weather is still a little chilly, I think it's around 50 degrees, they decided not to open. A lot of times during the week in the early stages of the season, they're not too busy anyway. So if it's not going to be great weather, sometimes they just won't open during the week. So he gets a day at home too. Had our coffee this morning. Had breakfast. I've already been in several meetings, and now it is lunchtime. So we did all of our food prep yesterday to get our salads ready. So I've got everything set up behind me to make our Cobb salads, which we're gonna have for lunch today. And I'm super excited. And I was getting it all out, and Chris was like, "That's a lot of ingredients." I was like, "Yeah, it is a lot to make Cobb salads, I guess." So the cucumbers we're gonna cut fresh each day, and also same with the avocados. But I wanted to look at how tiny these little avocados are. They're so cute. They're like little bitty. So I think actually this will be perfect because we'll just kind of split one between us. You can almost put a whole one in your salad. These are so little. But I got a whole little bag of them. So I have several, and they're all just itty bitty. They're so cute. All right, got my salad ready for lunch. The avocado had some bad spots on it, so we had to cut those out. And then I'm doing a red wine vinaigrette. We also have a honey mustard.
Well, walking to the grocery store. It didn't work today because of the weather, so I have free time now, and we need a few things from Trader Joe's. So just walking down there. It's only a couple things, so I can carry it all in a couple bags, and then I don't have to bring the cart, which is always nice because I hate carrying that thing. But I might also pop over to Joel and get a few things as well, because we need like some salad dressing and stuff that we were probably going to run out because we're eating so many salads.
Morning. It is Tuesday. We are taking Gertie in because today is the day that she gets her space surgery. Aw, she doesn't even know. But she has not enjoyed the train crossings. She hates the train.
City is super loud this morning.
It's louder in the mornings.
Not loving it.
Yeah, so she's having a rough time. We're carrying her most of the way. We'll take the stroller with us when we bring her home, so that because obviously she won't be able to walk, and it will be easier than carrying her the whole way. Okay, so Gertie was 12.6 pounds, so she has gained a whole pound since the last time we were here, which was about maybe 3 weeks ago or so, about a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago. So gained a whole pound, and I thought she was getting close to 13. That was what I was thinking. Okay, so I had to leave Gertie and Chris at the vet. It was taking a little while. They wanted, I guess, to like kind of check in with us before we dropped her off, but I need to get to work because I have a meeting at 9. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So Chris is just gonna wait with her, and then he'll keep me posted on the status of everything today. Hopefully we'll be able to meet together to pick her up this afternoon. So first of all, the weather is beautiful, but I'm also taking, I mean, it's not really a detour, but I'm walking through my garden because it has tulips. Oh, they're so gorgeous. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're like gigantic, really beautiful. They're everywhere. And look at this beautiful purple like shrub here with the, I guess it's an azalea. That's what it looks like anyway. So pretty. And it's open now, so I can walk through. It's one of my favorite parts about like the nicer time of year, is getting to walk through this garden. And this is my first time seeing it in like the height of spring. I love it. Then at the end of it, there's this little bed here with all these really pretty flowers. Such a nice part of my walk. I'm out of work now, heading to pick up Gertie. She did well in her surgery. Dr. Sarp said that she did really well. She said that they had like all small dogs today. So Gertie was not the only small dog there today. And she said they were all like within just a few points of a pound from each other. So she was in good company. So we're going to head to pick her up. I'm meeting Chris there. He's gonna bring the stroller, so she doesn't have to walk home since, you know, she just had surgery. So poor babe, she'll be a little bit sedated and a little bit of pain, but hopefully she'll heal quickly and feel better very soon. All right, there's Gertie. You are sweetie. Oh, who's on your paw? Who's on your leg? Is it a little cow? Oh, it's so cute. And she's got a little surgical outfit to protect her from eating her stitches.
Doesn't.
Oh, they didn't open the buttonhole. That's funny. Oh, baby. Are you okay?
I feel so bad for her.
I know. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I know. I know.
So we just picked Gertie up. Whitney and Gertie are on their way home, and I decided that I was gonna come get food. I suggested Sterling Food Hall. It's a place that we like to go. Specifically inside there is Fat Shallot. It's a restaurant that has, in my opinion, the best chicken sandwich in all of downtown. Yeah, it's quite delicious. All right, got the food on the way home. There was like a little mishap with the order. I don't know, for some reason it like placed it on their end tomorrow morning at 10:30. Everything on my end said it was now and it was be ready in 15 to 20 minutes, and that I was ready to come pick it up, and something happened. But anyway, placed it there, got it ordered, and then had to wait a little bit, and then they made it for me. So on the way home to eat.
Heading into work today. It is Wednesday, and it's really beautiful. It's like mid-50s. The wind's kind of low, so it's definitely starting to feel a little bit warmer, a little bit more like spring/summer. So it's nice. Appreciating the good weather days while we have them. They should be here to stay pretty much at this point. Feels that way. Yesterday was our 3-year anniversary of living in Chicago. We moved here on May 6th of 2022. So that was exciting, and it's something that I didn't even like pay attention to. And then Chris said something this morning. He goes, "Oh yeah, yesterday was our anniversary of moving here." And I thought, oh man, we didn't even celebrate or anything, and we should have. So, well, I guess we celebrated. We got Fat Shallot last night, which we love. So that was fun. But anyway, so we've been here 3 full years. In some ways, it feels like it's been so much longer, but in other ways, it feels like we just moved here, recently. So it's been a lot of fun. Obviously, love living here. I really love working here now. Now that my job is here, it's been great. I was obviously fully remote when we first moved here, so it's been a lot of fun having a job that's here in the city, getting to walk to work a couple days a week. It's been really nice. Well, hope you can hear me okay. It's kind of windy. I am home from work. I took the train because it's kind of chilly. I think a cool front is blowing in. As I was walking down the hall, I saw this really cute dog coming around the corner. And then I was like, Gertie! So we're out here letting her out to go potty. She heard me say her name. Gertie! Uh-oh, what you eat? Oh, you eating dandelions?
Beautiful Friday morning. I'm going to work today. The weather is super nice today. Yeah, the last few days have been really kind of crummy weather, kept the customers away, but it's the weekend now. Sun is out. I feel like it's going to be a good day. The schedule isn't too packed yet. There aren't a lot of bookings, but when the weather is this nice, people are out, people see the kayaks, and they're like, I want to try that too. So we usually get pretty good business whenever the weather is nice. Yeah, this time of the year is always kind of super difficult because you never really know what the weather is going to be like later in the day. It could change if the sun goes away or the wind picks up. You can only rely on the weather app so much.
Caution, boss approaching.
So you kind of have to fill your backpack full of layers and hat in case you need it. You never know. You gotta always be prepared for that weather to turn. And I haven't gotten to the point where usually I'll have a lot of stuff at work kind of kept in my little locker. Like I got an extra layer, maybe a windbreaker, a hat, but I haven't really. I've been wearing it home to and from work, so I haven't really left it there. So full backpack full of just in case. But if it stays like this today, it's gonna be a great day.
Well, it's Friday afternoon. I'm not technically done with work yet, but I did thankfully get out of a meeting early because I looked down and I've been inspecting Gertie's incision. I've been trying to keep a close eye on it just to make sure, you know, it looks good, looks like it's healing. And it looked like she kind of opened it a little bit. So we're heading to the vet to get it closed back up and get her a second surgical suit. She's been doing really well with the surgical suits. The problem is I had to wash hers today, and so it was off of her for a little bit, and I think while it was off of her, she like maybe got to it, and that's what happened. So heading to the vet now, and we're gonna get our second surgical suit, get her clothes back up, so hopefully all will be well. Okay, the vet said it doesn't look that bad, so I guess it looks worse than the photos, so that's good. A little bumpy there. So we have an ointment, like an antibacterial ointment to put on it twice a day, and then we got her some antibiotics so that just, you know, it makes sure it like heals and doesn't get infected while it's healing. And even more importantly, we got a backup suit. So now we have one to put on her while we're washing the other one, so she can't get to it and lick, which I think was the problem and why it happened in the first place. So now, in addition to her cute little like black turtleneck outfit, the one she has right now, she has a little red one, so it's super cute. I think she looks like Steve Jobs in her little black turtleneck version. It's so adorable. So I'll see if I can get a good like picture of it. Gertie. I'm trying to show how cute you look in your little outfit. Can you sit? Hi, Hollywells.
Beautiful Saturday morning. The weather, it's all right. It's the wind's a little chilly, but the sun feels really nice. But you definitely tell that it's nice weather because there are just so many people. Now, I actually took a different route because the normal route along Michigan Avenue is just like too crowded. There's just like, it's hard to like get through. So I go out to Lakeshore and then come up, cut up through the east side of Maggie Daly. It's a little shortcut that I can take to work. But yeah, lots of people out, lots of action in the city. It's nice to see. Got down to the river and there's another set of sailboats coming through. I went over there, like, look how many people are on that thing. That's crazy. Like, I see kayaks in the water, wreck boats in the water. I think summer is here.
I have placed a Costco order this morning. We were gonna go to Costco today. We thought about it. Chris is working this afternoon. We were afraid that we would have a hard time kind of getting there and back in time. So I actually placed an Instacart order for Costco. There were just a few things that we needed that I kind of wanted to go ahead and get there. I wanted to get a few like kind of maybe frozen meal options. We're trying to kind of play around with how we are gonna deal with meals with him like closing most nights. Even like just for example, this coming week, like he closes basically every night. So I'm pretty much on my own for dinner. He's on his own for dinner. So instead of eating like the same things over and over again, just trying to have some things on hand, easy for us to put together that we can do for meals. So wanted to get a couple things like that. Got a couple different like frozen meals, and then like sparkling waters and just things like that that we needed to kind of stock up on. So I placed that order. It all arrives tomorrow. And so today I'm doing some cleaning, kind of just much needed. Our kitchen's kind of a mess, so I'm going to take care of that. The bathrooms are pretty nice because I think Chris did those this week, over very recently. They look really good, but the kitchen's kind of messy. So I'm going to clean that really good. And I think I'm going to clean our living room because we have been talking about it. I think we've mentioned it a few times in a couple vlogs, but we are going to be doing some painting in our living room. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that later in this vlog too, but I think I'm going to probably try to start painting next weekend. So I wanted to do some stuff this week to sort of get ready for that. So I've got some just kind of deep cleaning I wanted to do in the living room. A couple things I want to take down off the walls and start to patch so we can be ready for painting next weekend, so that can get that project underway. I'm super excited to get our living room done. I think it'll be nice. It's sort of the last room in the house that we haven't really touched. We kind of like moved in and just sort of like brought in the furniture that we had. We did buy new couches last summer. Sadly, I kind of hate them. I don't like them at all. But I think they look nice. But that's all we did. We just kind of bought new couches. So we have some other furniture we're going to get, but definitely looking forward to painting. I think that'll be a fun project. But right now, I'm kind of hungry. So I'm going to make a smoothie before I get started cleaning. Okay, so we had the protein powder that we got from Costco last time we were there. I've had this in the cabinet. I bought it for like a recipe and never used it. It's just like coconut cream. I think, what does it say is in it? Just organic coconut water. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do about half of this as my liquid. And then we got these bags from Costco last time we were there as well. We have found that about half of one of these bags is fine. So I'm going to try it with half the bag first and see if maybe I can get the whole bag in there. But in this little, we have this little mini beast. We find that about half of the bag generally works just perfect. So we'll give that a shot and see how it goes. All right, so it's pretty chocolatey because it's like the chocolate protein. I already took a little taste. It tastes really good. I was able to fit a whole package of the fruit and veggies from the little pack from Costco. I was able to fit the whole thing in here with the coconut milk because I think it was wet enough. What we have found is that when you just do the frozen vegetables, you have to have like a lot of liquid because otherwise it ends up like really super thick, like almost like a milkshake. Especially with like the protein powder, it seems to like kind of thicken it up. So that coconut milk or the coconut water or whatever worked really well, coconut cream. I do think I'm going to probably, when I go, I'm going to hop over to Trader Joe's probably tomorrow and get a few things. I may get some like bananas. I think fresh bananas would help like kind of with the frozenness, like having like the frozen vegetables mixed with the bananas, mixed with like milk or some kind of like liquid would actually make a better smoothie overall. So I'm going to try that. One of the things I do really like about this little mini beast is that it all blends in this, which it doesn't really work as well as a regular blender, but it does okay. And then you just put the straw right in the little lid and take it to go, which is really nice. Cleaned and I got some laundry done. I did not get as much done today as I wanted. The day got away from me and I started way too late. So tomorrow I'm going to work on cleaning the living room and I have a little painting project I'm going to do, not a wall painting project. It's like a little artwork painting project that I'm going to do tomorrow. And there's one more thing I was going to do tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's. So I have a few things to do tomorrow. I was really hoping to get the living room done today. That was something I wanted to knock off the list today, but I am not going to. It's just about dinner time now, so I'm probably going to sit down for a minute and then start dinner. I do still need to put the laundry away, but I did get it out of the dryer and folded. Just need to put it away, and that will be kind of my last to-do for today, and I'll do the rest tomorrow.
Beautiful Sunday morning. So I'm here at work. Just it's a pretty slow morning. The weather is getting nicer as the time goes by. It's like cool in the shade, but all warm in the sun. We haven't had a lot of customers, but yeah, just like beautiful Riverwalk down here. I love being down here and just like being in the weather. I did a lot of like organizing back in the back, and I was getting all dirty and stuff. I'm like, kind of want to just go out and just stand in the sun, but it's a nice day here at work. Hopefully we'll pick up, people, once it gets warm, people are out and about and they see the kayaks and they like want to do it, so we get a lot more walk-ups when the weather is nice.
Good morning. It's Sunday. I'm already up and ready. It's about 10:30, so I'm actually doing okay on time. I got showered this morning. I've already done the dishes, made the bed, done some things like that. I'm going to tackle the living room. I want to get the living room cleaned today. It just needs like a good kind of like deep cleaning, so I'm going to do that now. I got the text this morning that our Instacart shopper is at Costco. So we should be getting our Costco order probably within the next like hour or two. So I'll show that when it gets here. And then I am going to run to Trader Joe's. I'm going to wait until obviously after the Costco order gets here. I don't want to be gone when they arrive. So that we can kind of like wrap up groceries for the week and be all set. This is a busy week. I'm really busy at work. I've got like We have a bunch of people coming in who are normally remote because we've got a big spring event for like the whole company. So we've got that going on this week. It's my birthday this week. So we'll have that. And then also Chris is working a lot of nights this week. So it's going to be a really kind of crazy week. But this afternoon, when I get done with all my chores here at home and things like that, I'm going to meet Chris when he gets off work at like 4:30 or so this afternoon. And we're going to eat dinner out and about, which is one of the like first real like feelings of summer is when I start to meet Chris when he gets off work and then we like go grab a bite. So I'll take Gertie with me. We'll probably eat on the river, likely at like Taco Rio or Tiny Tap or something like that. It should be pretty nice. I think it's supposed to be a high of 66. And the wind is like kind of relatively low, so it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, living room is done. That table is very clean. It was kind of filthy. And it kind of like vacuumed down the couches because they get like just cat hair and stuff. And then we had like a reindeer pelt here that was like massively shedding and putting hair everywhere. So I vacuumed all of that up, just like wiped down everything, dusted surfaces, all of that. Oh, thank you, Gertie. Cleaned this mirror. So it looks really nice now. Ready to paint. What do you say, Gert? You're being pretty cute. You like being able to be in this room? We usually keep her gated out of here, but she really likes being in here. Actually, Chris had installed this gate, and you can see this is the color we're going to paint the room. So I asked him to paint behind the gate so that then like I could just paint around it when the time came. And this is like one of those like retractable kind of like fabric ones. And then it attached over here. Unfortunately, Gertie can get underneath it. So when it's all stretched over here, it was like still, because it has to be like installed kind of above the baseboards, it was high enough that she could like wiggle her way underneath and get in here. Thought she was pretty smart stuff, huh? You think you're pretty smart, Gertie? What are you doing? I didn't do this today, but during the week this week, I did a nice cleaning of my work desk as well. Like I took everything down and like dusted it. And it looks really nice, and I am super pleased with the turnout. Got my Costco order. I am now rolling it down the hall, taking it in the house. So it's really nice because he delivered everything in these boxes. He definitely had a car full of stuff that was not just my stuff. So I'll go through, obviously, make sure everything is here. And then these bubbly waters were on some kind of special through Instacart where if you spent like a certain amount of money on certain products, you got like $2 off, and these fell into the category. So I just doubled my order because like one wasn't enough to get the discount. So I did that. We also got the Kirkland brand sparkling water, the 35 pack, because this is a really good deal. My work has these, and I really like the grapefruit flavor. So we are like totally set on sparkling water for quite some time. Okay, so I didn't need too much stuff, but I did. We were out of toothpaste, so I got stocked up on this Sensodyne Pro Enamel. They had like the 4-pack, and I think it was like $32 for 4. And I think I spend like $16 or $17 for 2 when I buy it at like CVS or Target. So I was like, it's a wash. And at least now we have plenty, and it'll be a while before I have to buy it again. The CeraVe though is a really good deal because I think this was like $24.99, and I spend like $20 on one. So I feel like that's a really good deal. I did get both of us bread. Like it or not, we will eat a lot of sandwiches in the summertime, even though I'm going to try really hard to make us not eat sandwiches every single day. We'll eat a lot of them. So I got bread for both of us. Chris really likes this Dave's like killer bread. And I like the Canyon Bakehouse. I think this is really good bread. So I got myself a couple of those. These are the towels we bought last time, but I wanted one more set of the hand towels and washcloths. So got one more set of those, which is nice. In the summertime, I use these after a run. I've never tried this brand, the Liquid IV, so curious to try this one. I think there's like 26 or so. Yeah, there's 26 of them in here. I don't actually know what I spend on these at the other stores that I buy, because I think I buy them at like Target or Mariano's, and I don't know what they cost, so I don't know if this was a good deal or not, but I did want to try it, and it's a lot of them, so we're going to give this a shot. This was a spectacular deal. This is the Annie Bunny Gummies, and this was like, I want to say like $15 for 50 packs. This was great because I think the little boxes are like 8 packs and they're like $7. So I feel like that's a really good deal. And then this is interesting. These are gluten-free pasta noodles. As you know, I'm going to try to make some different pasta salads for the summer to kind of like supplement some of what we eat, so we're not just eating sandwiches all the time. Also going to make some regular salads. So I thought I'd try these out. This was a pretty good deal. I think this was like $12, and it's like 4 or 5 boxes. It's 4 boxes of pasta. So I think that's pretty good because gluten-free pasta is kind of expensive. This is a monstrous jar of jelly. Chris will still eat some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, even though I'm going to try to make him not eat them every day. So we'll see if this gigantic jar lasts him all summer. Hopefully it does. And then the freezer stuff. So I did get, Chris likes these breakfast burritos, so I got some of those. I thought some frozen meals might be good, like for him to take to work or for myself if it's a night that he's working late, something that I can just kind of like heat up real quick and eat. So got some of these. They're all gluten-free. This is like a cauliflower rice with like shredded chicken. And then this was like a chicken burrito bowl. So they're kind of similar, but like a little bit different. And then I thought we'd give these a try. Let me know in the comments if you tried these. This was, I feel like you probably need a couple of them for a meal because they seem kind of small, but it wasn't a bad price, honestly. But they're like little like corn, kind of like, it's made out of masa, so it's safe for gluten. And then it has like kind of like almost like a marinara sauce meat with cheese. So it sounds interesting. I don't know. I'm really curious about that one. And then I got Chris some frozen pizzas. This is something that if we do like an easy night, I like to just have like frozen pizzas, like one for me, one for him on hand. I did not get any of the gluten-free pizzas from Costco just yet. I still have some gluten-free pizzas in the freezer, and we don't really have a lot of room. So I just got these for him. But I would love to know, for those of you who have tried Costco's gluten-free pizzas, which ones are your favorite? So I know which ones I should try. Because I will start getting some gluten-free pizzas from Costco for me. I like that they have some different ones that have cauliflower crust, and then it looked like they also had some that just had a gluten-free crust that wasn't necessarily cauliflower. So there's probably several I'll get to try. I just didn't need them this time. So next time we go, we'll get some of those. So that was my Costco order from Instacart. It actually worked really well, and I'm pretty sure we got everything. I will do a quick double check on the list just to make sure. But that saved me from having to go. I wouldn't have been able to get all of this stuff by myself. There's no way I could have fit all this in my cart, especially with sparkling water. So it would have been like, that would have been all I would be able to get. So this worked really well, and it was easy. Brought it right to the front door. I brought a cart down, filled it up, and right there in the lobby, and then just rolled it upstairs. So it actually worked pretty nicely. I think this will be a good solution if there's ever a time that I need stuff from Costco and Chris and I just don't have an opportunity to get out there. Okay, so quick update on the Pronamel. This is the size of the tube. So that is a much better deal, because I think I was paying like 16 or 17 for a tube. Like this is 6.5 ounces. I don't know what the other tube, maybe like 4 ounces. So this is like significantly larger than the other tubes that I was buying before. So definitely a better deal. And I don't have to buy it as often, which is great. On my way to Trader Joe's. It's really, really beautiful today. It's quite warm in the sun, so I'm trying to walk as much in the shade as possible because I did wear a little like sweatshirt. I'm going to take it off though when I get in the store because I definitely won't need it for my walk back. I always get hot on my walk back anyway. I'm not getting a ton of stuff, so I won't have a lot to lug back. Someone exiting a garage. I haven't gotten as much done as I had hoped to do today. I did have a little kind of art project, so to speak, that I wanted to do. My parents recently bought a new place in their building that they're going to be remodeling, and train. Anyway, my parents bought a new place in their building that they're going to be remodeling, and the people who lived there previously weren't taking a lot of the stuff with them, and there was this picture that they had hung over the bed. It's like a really gigantic painting of cats that I really loved. They aren't taking that with them, and so they said we could keep it because I said that I liked it. So we took that home, but I want to paint the frame of it black because it's currently like kind of a lighter wood color. I'm going to hang it in our bathroom, but I just don't think the lighter wood's going to look that good, so I want to paint it black. So my little art project is to paint the frame of that picture. So I'm not going to have time to do that today, but that's okay. I'll get it done another time, either a night this week or next weekend. Done at Jewel Osco and Trader Joe's. I have so few groceries that I can even push the cart going forward. I don't necessarily have to drag it behind me, which is nice. When it's real heavy, when you push it in front of you, the little wheels get caught in every little crack, and the cart like threatens to flip over. It's really annoying. But I didn't get that much stuff, so it's not too bad today. Glad that errand's done. But honestly, by the time I get back home, it's gonna be just about time to leave to head to the river and meet up with Chris, because the day, once again, got away from me, as it tends to do. Okay, I'm heading out to the river now to meet Chris, and we took the long way. I wanted to swing by Buckingham Fountain because I knew it would be on, because they turned it on yesterday. And so we're gonna take the lakefront trail and walk that way to go meet Chris. So I'm gonna show you Buckingham. And it's a beautiful day for it too. Nice and sunny, looks gorgeous. Well, it is a gorgeous day and everyone is out by the lakefront trail. It's very, very busy, but there's lots and lots of sailboats out now. So you can tell they've had a couple weekends to get out at this point. I know Chris saw some more yesterday. They do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I'll show in a second all the sailboats. It's not full yet, but it's definitely filling up, and that's always an exciting sign of summer.
Great day. Have a happy
I hope they're showing up okay on camera. There's quite a few of them out there. Say at least maybe 30. Definitely looking like summer. What do you think, Gert? You like all these people checking it out? Well, it officially feels like summer. We are at Taco Rio. Oh, wait, you gotta land in here. First margaritas from Taco Rio. At least it's my first. Have you had one yet?
No. It's my first time here this season.
So food is here. I got one pastor and one pollo with no cilantro. We got this elote dip, and it is incredible. Their chips are so yummy. I absolutely love them. And then you got the
Shrimp tacos.
shrimp tacos.
Yeah.
Good.
They're new this year.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think that there was shrimp last year.
It's a new item on the menu.
Yeah. Other than the cilantro, they look delicious. Well, how was it?
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah. I thought that corn dip was incredible.
Yeah.
So yummy.
It is. It's a lot of corn too. Like I was actually surprised at how much.
Yeah, I'm stuffed. I couldn't even eat all my tacos. I'm so full. It was so good. And Gertie's been so good. Been sitting there. You've been laying down a little bit. You've been really good.
Leaving Taco Rio right now, and the Centennial Fountain's going off. And whenever the sun is coming kind of from over behind the Trump, it hits the arc, and it just looks so pretty.
On our way home. It's a good Sunday.
Great Sunday.
Yeah.
Weather could have been better, but
I thought it was really nice. It's a
still
little
May,
chilly.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'll be warm. It'll be hot before we know it.
Yeah. And then we'll all be like, oh, it's so hot. Like.
Yeah. But we are heading to Mariana's now. We're going to pick up just a couple things that I wasn't able to get at the other stores. I feel like I've done like every grocery store. I've hit Costco, I've hit Trader Joe's, I've hit Jewel-Osco.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like when you get
hit all the
things you
stores.
like, you get specific stores.
Yeah, gotta go to specific places to get specific things. But we're heading there now, and I'm gonna head in for the week. It's been a good one.
Yeah, it was a great week.
Yeah.
Great opening week.
Yes, yeah, it feels like more official now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even though the weather is not great, but it still feels like summer is here.
Oh, it feels like summer has arrived for sure. We'll see you in the next one.